going on, everyone? This is Zach with StrictlyShisha, and I am back from Vegas and doing my first video back. And who's joining me today?
Hey guys, it's Amala.
Amala, what are we smoking?
We are smoking Chaitastic from Haze.
Chaitastic, and I was supposed to do a video of this before I left, but obviously I was busy. So taking the first opportunity I came back today to do a video of this, and everyone has been talking about this, and was really excited for it, right?
Yeah.
And as I promised, I was waiting for her to smoke this. I did take a little sneak peek at a lounge locally, but this is the first time actually packing it ourselves and smoking it at home. So, oh, you have a nice open up in here.
Yep.
Let's let you do the smell first. What do you smell from this?
So I definitely get like, it's like what everyone was saying. It's kind of like a candle, like chai smell, but it's a very like authentic chai smell to me. It's a little bit creamy, but not too creamy. You get hits of cardamom, a little bit of clove, and a little bit of fennel, but it's honestly like an early morning chai. What about you?
Yeah, let's see. So, chai is very traditional for us as a brown person, Growing up, our family's always drinking chai, guests come over, we make a nice pot of masala chai for everyone. So even before I left today, and I have the spices with me, the fresh spices, I asked my grandmother and my grandfather, I was like, what do we put in our chai at home? Like, when you make masala chai at home, what do you put in? What are the spices? So they actually gave me some of the spices to show you guys and to compare. So I'll just bring that out in a second. Let's go with the smell. Yeah, it's a very, just a spice blend, not very creamy, not getting very sweet notes. It's hard for me to pick out the exact spices just yet, but just knowing that there's cardamom in here, knowing that there's fennel in here, cinnamon, I can probably place all of those. So the smell, I think it's very pleasant. It's not overwhelming, it's not too sweet like some of your, popular sweet brands. It's an overall good smell that I think that when we smoke it, it's not a flavor we're gonna get tired of. Now, my friend Samir, for example, he opened this and he's like, it smells like complete crap, Zach. He's like, I opened it, I didn't even want to smoke it, it smelled so bad. And I'm not getting that, I'm getting a very pleasant smell. So, did you like the smell overall?
Yeah, so it took I think about 10-ish minutes for me to get kind of used to the smell because it was a little bit overpowering when I first opened the packet, but it definitely got a little bit lighter. Definitely smells like a cup of chai, actually, a very authentic cup of chai. So,
what's more important though is how does it smoke? Let's go with the smoke. Let me go first?
Yep.
Okay.
Today we are smoking out of my normal setup, which is the Starbuzz Lassie with a boho base. We're using the Cloud Samsaris, obviously paired with the Cloud Lotus on top. We're using 1 titanium cube and 2 Stonehenged flats. I think the cover is completely on.
How did you pack this?
I packed it dense, packing it right up to that fill line inside of the Samsaris bowl. I know some people have been fluffing it and putting it on top. I'm still getting used to packing this bowl. I honestly just got it on Friday from 5 Star, so trying to get used to packing it. But that's how I ended up packing it, just a dense pack.
You guys are trying to figure out how to pack it. Check out my video on the review. This is also a packing tutorial in there. I just basically do the same thing. I pack it very densely in the curves, and I fluff it on top up to the fill line. With Haze, you can pack it nice and high, and it'll take the heat properly. Actually, I was reading a lot of articles last night about people melting their bowls and getting a smell from it. I haven't experienced that. You said you got a slight smell?
A slight smell, but that was the first time I opened it, so maybe I honestly don't know, but I've been putting, 2 cubes in there and a flat, and nothing has been happening to it.
Yeah. I feel like if you're overheating it, by the time you overheat it, you're scorching your tobacco. Unless you're really underpacking it, which you don't need to do. You pack this as, kind of like how you pack another bowl, almost even, and you won't have any problems. So by the time you're overheating it, you're burning your tobacco. So I don't know why people are having problems with the bowl melting and things like that. I haven't experienced anything like that so far, so hopefully, cross my fingers, we don't have to worry about that. But what do I taste from this? Let me take a quick again. So I do taste, the first thing I taste is going to be the black leaf tobacco in here. I really get that black leaf. That's a really strong note in this. Clove. Clove is very easy for me to pick out, so I'm picking out a strong clove note. A little bit of sweetness, but not too much. It's almost just like a splash of milk, like if they made the tea and they added the spices. Just a little bit of milk just to cream it up a little bit, but not an overall creamy flavor. And cinnamon, very faint in the background, and fennel, after smelling it, I'm getting a little bit of fennel, and definitely no star of anise in here, just a little bit of fennel. And you actually educated me last time that fennel and anise both kind of have that very little bit of licorice in there, so I kind of taste that fennel in here. And it's pretty good. What do you think? I'll bring out the spices so you can compare. You need a little more advanced nose than I have.
So basically there's actually a restaurant out in Atlanta, and they basically make chai, except they make it with water, and they add that powdered milk to it, and so it gives that like a little bit of creaminess, but it's not like a heavy like evening chai that you would drink or a morning chai that you would drink. And I'm definitely getting that. It's that little splash of milk, but definitely those strong spices are coming in, a little bit of that black leaf tobacco, loose leaf black tea as well. I think it's like a very like authentic.
Yeah, very good representation of what a authentic chai would taste like. So this is the cardamom. This is the cardamom in my hand here, so I'll let you smell that. Do you smell the cardamom in this?
I definitely do smell cardamom in it. I'm a huge cardamom person. We use it a lot in like cooking and whatnot. And
so I definitely smell the, like, this is a real cardamom, so I smell the cardamom in there, so it is a very good representation of the cardamom. What about clove?
Clove for sure, I do
right,
smell
clove?
that.
Clove is easy to pick out.
Yeah, it's like little and black, but like if you bite into it, like you get that strong like spice scent to it. It's really good actually though.
Okay, and then what else? We got one more here. We got some cinnamon.
Yep.
Let me get a little piece of cinnamon out here. Do you smell that cinnamon?
I smell a light sense of cinnamon, so as if
it's
someone
not
like
overpowering
grated
yet.
it.
Yeah, like sometimes with like when you do any sort of cinnamon flavors, like what else has a lot of cinnamon in it? Was it banana rama has a lot of cinnamon in it?
Yeah.
A lot of flavors when they're going for that
Baked.
Yeah, that baked good, they just overload it with cinnamon. So this is nice. It's not heavy on the cinnamon. They didn't just try to sneak away with a little cinnamon. They actually have a balance of other spices in here. We actually even have some star anise here. And this is like similar to your double apple, and I don't smell any of this in there because I don't really like it, thankfully, so I don't smell any of that in there.
Yeah, no, you really don't get this. I think this is more of like if definitely double apple. I feel like double apple can be compared to almost like a cider when they put that in there as well. So
yeah.
like definitely not getting that in there at all though.
So it's a very good representation of authentic chai, and we make it at home with water. So this is, I mean, if I was going to add a little more milk to this and get that creaminess, that's exactly what a chai at home for me would taste like. So they did a good job.
Yeah, definitely.
And have you smoked Fumari spice chai?
I have once. I honestly don't remember it that well though.
Okay, so I love Fumari spice chai, and not that I like it more than this, but something about that is just so, I don't know, holiday for me, very warming, very cozy in the Fumari spice chai because of the creaminess in it. And I really enjoy that creaminess in it, which this is different from that. This doesn't have that creaminess that Fumari spice chai has. So it's a very different smoke. It's something that's bold, but yet not overpowering, and it won't get redundant, and you won't really get tired of this, right? This is it could be an everyday smoke almost, right?
This definitely could. With a little bit of mint added to this, this is like definitely something that I would enjoy smoking.
Right, and what a mint, the buttery mint, this would be a nice compliment to that?
Definitely, I think so. Just a little pinch of that with this, even some FML being added to this, or some pure fresh mint, I think would...
What about a little more vanilla?
Yeah, I could see adding a little bit of vanilla, I think.
Vanilla,
yeah.
So like I said, it's different from Fumari spice chai. If you've had some Fumari spice chai and you really enjoy it, this would be something to try. I'm kind of leaning more towards liking Fumari spice chai a little bit more because these are bold spice flavors. And although I do like them, I think for some reason that Fumari spice chai for me was just a great balance of the creaminess and everything. But overall, this is a great smoke, and I'm really enjoying it. And to compare this to a flavor that many of you probably haven't tried, but it's going to be Trifecta Spice Java. Trifecta Spice Java is going to be a more robust version of that coffee flavor, which is different from that black leaf tea. And the cardamom in that and the clove in that is just a lot stronger. It's just kind of a mellowed down version of that in the tea world. So it's very similar in terms of the category that it's in. And you smoke Carnival Nights?
Yes, I did smoke Carnival Nights.
So how would you compare this to Carnival Nights?
I think this is... I think Carnival Nights is a little bit... I want to say it's like stronger in some sense and weaker in some sense. It's not as authentic as like what a chai is supposed to taste like. It's more cardamom.
Yeah, more just straight cardamom, yeah. So for me, it's very different. So if you haven't had this and you have smoked Carnival Nights, you smoked spice chai, this is something definitely check out. I mean, Haze, once again, was able to capture, like I said, I compare this to the fresh spices, and they were able to capture every single note of those spices within this flavor very accurately. So it's a very admirable job that they did, and I'd like it. I would suggest trying it. Like I said, it's just different, you know. Some people may not like it because it's not as creamy and milky, but it's different, you know. It's definitely worth trying.
Yeah, I definitely think it is. I'm really glad that I ended up ordering the 250 instead of the 100 gram because I'm definitely going to smoke through this really quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, once again, obviously, we all know this with Haze. I don't know if you keep saying it, but Haze puts out massive, thick clouds if you guys are the cloud chasers. And if you are someone who does flavor, this is perfect. Get a balance of both.
I've been smoking this with the new Cloud Bowl, but I'm definitely going to try it out with a Harmony, with some foil, see how it works as well. But I definitely think that it should just be like any other Haze flavor, easy to manage, easy to
When you do smoke it, I smoke with foil and coals, you do get the spice notes come out a little bit stronger because with the heat, spices tend to come out a little bit more.
Definitely.
This is a little bit more mellow with the cloud, but it's nice that you can actually taste each individual spice a little bit better compared to with coals and foil, where it's just very strong. So it's kind of hard. But this is nice. You can taste like everything very evenly. So it's a very good balanced flavor.
Yeah, I know that a lot of traditional people that make chai, they toast all their spices beforehand, and then they grind it, and then they put it into their chai, and then they strain it. So I think that if you put foil on top of that, I think that you might get that toasted, stronger flavor.
What you do, you get that stronger flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, this is a flavor to definitely check out. It's the top of the town, and they did a very good job capturing these flavors. Appreciate you guys watching. See ya.
Bye, guys.